In Guyana and right across the Eastern Caribbean, the time is rolled on to 3 minutes after 10 o'clock. Good morning to you and welcome to your morning newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. My name is Joshua Van Steckman. Thank you for joining us and a very happy Sunday to you. Without further ado, let's get to the news in details. As Guyana prepares to ramp up its oil production to meet the 800,000 barrels of oil per day target by 2025, Guyanese across the miles of the country are beginning to fear the dangers such production goals may bring. Outspoken attorney at law Christopher Ram, who has been keeping a close watch in Guyana's oil and gas sector, said that he believes that $2 billion in insurance would be a mere amount compared to the possible implications such event can cause, not only for Guyana, but to the country's territorial neighbors. To this end, Ram has insisted and instead called on the company to give Guyana full coverage insurance in the event of an oil spill. Keller Williams, which is regarded as the world's largest real estate franchise by Agent Conct, recently announced that it would be expanding its operations to Guyana shores so as to capitalize on the nation's record-breaking oil growth. KW specifically stated that it has awarded a new master franchise in Guyana, which will be led by regional operating principal Stefan John. KW Guyana, the local base, is expected to open it in the first quarter of 2022. As of December 31, 2021, KW was keen to note that it had increased sales volumes by 88.7% outside of the US and Canada to some $12.1 billion compared to 2020 and hopes to maximize these sales following its expansion to Guyana. 5 masked men who were armed with cutlass on Friday, March 18th, chopped 33-year-old boat captain Ryan Gladstone and beat his family while invading their home located at Kimbia, upper the Demerara Berbice Region 10. The men reportedly invaded their home to rob the family. According to reports, the robbery occurred around 23 hours 46. The main victim, Gladstone, was chopped to his back, stabbed to his shoulder, and suffered injuries to his head. His fiancée, Kayla Fredericks, had called the police that night but was told that they will handle the matter the following day. Fredericks said she made several calls to persons in the village, alerting them of what had transpired. Those persons reportedly accompanied her injured fiancé as he pursued the bandits. Also, one of the 5 suspects has since been captured by the villagers and handed over to the police. It has been alleged that the boat captain and his family has been suffering at the hands of bandits for some time now, but no proper investigation had been conducted. Police are investigating a hit-and-run accident that occurred on Friday, March 18, 2022, on the number 70 Village Upper Quarantine Berbice Public Road, which left 2 persons dead. One of the dead persons has been identified as a 20-year-old Tony Lakeran, a carpenter of number 71 Village Upper Quarantine Berbice. The other deceased, a female, has not yet been identified. According to police, after promising to turn himself in, the driver of the vehicle was arrested at 15 hours on Saturday, March 19th at Kitty, Georgetown. Earlier in the day, police found the car that was reportedly involved in the accident in a yard at number 69 Village. According to police, the accident took place at approximately 23 hours 20 on Friday, and based on preliminary investigations, an unknown motor vehicle was heading north along the western drive lane of the number 70 Village Public Road at a fast rate when the vehicle crashed into Lakeran and the unidentified female. Not urgent, no evidence, I am not obliged to answer, and the matter is before the court. These are all sentiments made by Speaker of the National Assembly Mansour Nadir as he defended prohibiting full debates on motions presented to the House by opposition MP on matters of national importance. In recent times, the Speaker's integrity has been questioned as members of civil society and even the opposition, that represents close to 50% of the population, publicly gave their reviews on the matter. It has been the opposition's argument that the Speaker of the National Assembly has not only gutted their motions of national interest, but also sat mute while abuse to female MPs on the opposition benches, in particular, goes unpunished or even unrecognized. Just this past week, Guyanese learned that a motion submitted by Shadow Oil and Gas Minister David Patterson has been gutted to suit the government's side. Shortly after taking office almost 2 years ago, President Ali promised that his administration will launch a commission of inquiry into GCAM to ensure that the events committed in the March 2020 elections never happen again. However, it seems as though that the Ali and the government are in need of a reminder of the promise probed into GCAM. This is the viewpoint of businessman and transparency advocate Yog Mahadio, who is also a member of Article 13. He stressed that the move by law enforcement to charge the 3 top-ranking officers of GCAM is not enough. Dr. Mahadio also noted that although some of the accusations surrounding the 2020 election may be seem far-fetched, they cannot be taken lightly since they were genuine efforts made to derail the elections. Just before we wrap things up here on your morning newscast, we turn your attention to the page 7 of the Kaieteur News that is dedicated to being blunt. Culture is influenced by ideas and customs that reflects social behaviors. Here in Guyana, bad and damaging culture is seen on a daily basis and is quickly becoming an epidemic. From the policemen taking bribe instead of writing a ticket to price gouging by unscrupulous businessmen, our society is one that seems to warmly embrace a third world mentality, and the corrupt practices overwhelmed such an environment. Instead of speaking up for ourselves, the majority of our brothers and sisters would rather sit in silence and be trampled upon, while looking for others to take up these tough responsibilities that form full citizenships. Guyana, Guyanese, for too long we have been accepted bad culture over a progressive way of life. We have allowed bad culture from top to bottom to drive us into the gutter. Guyanese, it is time to stand up and say, enough, no more. And with that, we've come to the end of your morning newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Allow me to remind you that you can get the full details of these stories and much more by picking up a copy of the Kaieteur News at a newsstand near you, or head across our website at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Kaieteur Radio to keep up to date as to what is happening in and around you. And my name is Josh Evans Lycon, wishing you and your family all the best, and have a great remainder of your Sunday morning. So long.